What was the final straw that ended a lifelong friendship? I walked in on my best friend doing unspeakable things to my daughter. My best friend Eric and I had been basically like brothers since childhood, so I thought I knew him as a person. Everyone always says that having kids changes you, and Eric is the absolute worst example of that. My wife and I had to go on a road trip to visit her terminally ill cousin before they passed. We wanted to take our daughter, but her school said that we weren't allowed to take her out of school for that long of a period. So my wife and I scrambled to find good babysitters, but they were all either super expensive or super creepy old guys that we couldn't trust. After we ran out of options, I had an idea. I told my wife that we could have our daughter stay at Eric's house. She wasn't sure about that, but I told her not to worry since I've known Eric since we were kids, and that he and his wife were a power couple. We went by Eric's place, and he said that he'd gladly take care of my daughter, so things were set. Before we left, we dropped off some of her favorite snacks and games, and headed on our road trip. On the way, every night we called to check on our daughter, and Eric would show us that she was fast asleep, and he even went out of his way to say, "She's been an angel." When it came time to pick up my daughter, there was something terribly wrong with her. She was hardly talking, would keep crawling into bed, and wouldn't eat. My daughter's only 5, and she was showing signs that someone with depression would have. My wife was so worried, and kept threatening to storm to Eric's house and find out what he did to her. I stupidly kept reassuring her that Eric wouldn't have done anything, and that our daughter was just probably homesick. While she wasn't homesick, she was certainly sick because she ended up vomiting everywhere. As my wife and I started cleaning it up, we smelled vodka. The entire pile of vomit reeked of vodka. I don't know how we didn't smell it from her mouth. We asked her where she got that special drink from, and she told me that Uncle Eric approved of it. I couldn't believe it. My best friend got my 6-year-old drunk. She said that every day since she wouldn't sleep, he gave her special drink to make her sleep, that he ate her snacks, and made her clean the dishes. I was sick to my stomach. I asked her if Uncle Eric's wife also made her do those things, and she said, "What wife?" I stormed over to Eric's house and wailed on him mercilessly, for lying about his wife, for taking advantage of my daughter, and for making me think I could trust him. The cops were called and I was arrested, but Eric didn't press charges because he knew he was wrong. He turned himself in, but my daughter is now at high risk for brain damage.